Disclaimer: everything that is discussed, posted is strictly for educational and historical purposes only. It does not promote nor condone illegal activities. We are going to kick it off with White's Tab Rom. This outstanding producer came into this world in a litter that would become famous around the world. The breeding of CH Jeep Rom X Tabby Girl produced dogs like Pom's Ernie 3XW, Ramrod's H Tramp, a 4XW that produced some serious show dogs. Most of them were not registered as CHs, but had met all the criteria to obtain it. There's no doubt about the fact that this litter made a major impact in the game and the history of this illustrious breed. One could go to any place on this rock that we call Earth, and they would be able to find Jeep Cross Red Boy dogs that are capable of winning in any competition designed for our dogs. Many people can tell you about Tabrom and are aware about the fact that he has produced his fair share of good dogs, but they find it hard to recite the dogs that he has produced to get this well-deserved fame. Hopefully, after this tribute to him, the readers will be able to better understand what he truly was as a producer of quality bulldogs. 1. When Tabrom was bred to Garrett's Irene, a double-bred daughter of CH Jeep Rom, he produced Crenshaw's CH Gator Rom and White CH Brutus. There was another full brother to these dogs that was owned by On Fire Kennels, but they lost him, dead game, to SDTR's CH Slingshot. 2. When bred to his daughter, named Greeno's Lucy Girl, they produced Scratch Liner's CH Peanut, a super game bitch. 3. When bred to St. Benedict's Isis, they produced Team USA's CH Tabby, a 3XW that lost to DOA's Crockett 2XW in 33. 4. Tabrom was bred to Garrett's Ruby. They produced Mr. Z's CH Tuffy. 5. When bred to Adlock's Brown Sugar came along Super Kennel's GR CH Abbott. These are all reported champions and real bulldogs. I do not know how GRCH Abbott produced, but all the rest produced above-average show dogs, which have won all sorts of events across the world. Now we move on to White's Irene. White's Irene POR. Well, let's see, where do we start with this little Gyps tribute? I guess we can start by saying she was never shown. I received info from a very good friend and knowledgeable dogman familiar with this family of dogs that Irene was a cold bitch. Some will ask, why then is she even being written about? Why was this bitch even bred? To answer this question, one should understand who the breeders were, as well as how Irene was bred from top to bottom. We can study the pedigree and see the obvious. Irene was double-bred on the King of the Rom list here in the US, CH Jeep Rom. Some will say, so what? She was cold. But let's keep looking. Irene's dam was the one and only Bridget, who was a sister to Garrett's Rock, producer of CH Mechanic, Beetlejuice, and Blondie. Bridget is also the dam to Chance Floyd. Irene's grandam was Crenshaw's Dolly, sister to GRCH Snake. So you see, Irene's pedigree is one that is filled with first-class performance bulldogs, and she is closely related to some outstanding dogs that have performed and produced. It was only fair to give her a try in the brood pen. I'm only aware of one breeding with Irene, but that one alone makes her worthy of this small tribute. She was bred to White's Tab, a son of Jeep to an inbred red boy bitch named Tabby Girl. Anyway, the Irene/Tab breeding produced CH Gator Rom, who made his place in history as a performer and producer. Continuing that family tradition of producing world-class performers and producers, CH Gator produced GRCH Blackjack and produced CH Brute, St. Gator Rom, White's KA Poor, Indian Rock Poor, Spider 1XW, White's Abbey and White's Tab JR. Very high percent of game dogs. Produced some very influential dogs in very few breedings. Irene was bred to Tab 3 times, Busenbark's Barney Rebel and CH Gator. Don't know if she was cold, but she was an awesome producer. White found out early that she could produce because in her first litter bred to Tab, Sage Gator and Sage Brute both winning their first contest at a little over 12 months old in age. White bred all his females to Tab, being that he was the last son of CH Jeep left alive, which is also the same reason he was retired after his game test and not matched. White already knew he had a good dog and was proving to be a great stud dog, so I'm sure if Irene was cold, this was the reason for doing so. CH Gator is probably the gamest Jeep dog that ever lived and was a good pit dog, but an even better producer, and Crenshaw and Al White both agreed that CH Gator produced better than CH Jeep himself, putting down 51X winners and numerous champs, and 2-time winners, as well as Rom/POR dogs. The Jeep line today through these dogs is known as the line that keeps giving, producing, whether it's type bred or even better crossed. I hope everyone enjoyed this small tribute. Well, there you have it, folks. The stories of White's Tab Rom and White's Irene Pour.